Well, Hellfire just rocked a riff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. And back with some more Lovebites. My plan is to work my way down this album now that it's out. And we have already done, so we've done Judgment Day, The Spirit Lives On, Stand and Deliver, and Dissonance and Soldier Stand Solitarily. Dang on, I didn't realize I'd already done that much of this record. But I have enjoyed what I've heard so far. I think Judgment Day is still the one that I really, really, really dig. That's been my favorite so far. Dissonance is a close second. But now we're gonna dive into the opening track of the album, We Are the Resurrection. Let's get it. That opening, I don't know why, it just makes me think of Death Clock. Like, I doubt that this is inspired by Death Clock, but it just makes me think of that classic riser, just empowering riff. Let's all fucking stand up, and we about to go fucking hard into pain on this shit. Excuse me. But I like it. Like I have yet to ever actually write a riser riff like that. But hearing it here, it makes me kind of want to attempt one at some point. it's I, it's pretty cool. I dig that opening riff. Yep. Speed Queens. Yeah, get the whammy drop. Wow! What? Fucking, I love those whammies, but there was these little bell flutters through here that are really cool too. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Fucking whammy the fuck out. Some dive bombs. Some dime bombs. It's like some people like to call them and stuff. I'm digging this so far. I mean, it is, once again, what Lovebites, one of their best traits is speed. But, I don't know. I like the darkness of the riff a lot in this one. I'd have to, I'm trying to think. I know Soldier Stand Solitarily was super fast, but it didn't stand out to me that well. But so far, like, I love this main vein speed riff here. It might help with these dive bombs though. Like, I always think those are cool. I don't own a guitar with a Floyd Rose, and I'm pretty sure you gotta have like a real Floyd Rose to be able to do some crazy shit like that. Like the Wilkinson I have right there, I can go low and I could pull back a hair, but I can't do what the hell is going on here. I mean, I hear stuff like this, I'm like, how the hell are you not breaking the strings doing that? Oh, them bell hits. All right. Come on, Midori Miyako. Let's get this solo. Yeah. We fucking ham with that shit. That's pretty cool. I don't know why. Like, I definitely We Are the Resurrection. I'm digging it a little bit more. I think maybe because it's a darker sounding song. It's another one of Lovebites' Speed Demon tracks, but it's still like a lot of more. It's just darker sounding riffs, and that's what I'm all about. I want my riffs to sound as minor as you can get them, and the ladies are definitely coming through with this. It's a pretty damn good like opening track for the album. Because I mean, if you have people say this is somebody's first Love Bites album that they ever actually get a hold of, so far everything I've heard from it, like it's I guess for somebody like people that's been part of the Wolfpack since the beginning, I would figure like y'all would have a more of a thing of, well, Love Bites hasn't really, they're not changing the formula too crazy. And then I know I've had a few comments saying that certain albums are more experimental than the others, and some were saying that Judgment Day is not as experimental as past records, but it definitely is like a good, like, let's show everybody what we're really good at so far. I don't know why, but I think Judgment Day is like the most left field song that I've heard off this record so far, which I don't know. I know basically what Love Bite songs I've done here on my channel, and like it once again, like same thing as the Soldier track. This just falls so into their wheelhouse that I'm not gonna sit here and say that like I am always impressed to hear the ladies fucking rock. It's just I know they can do this. So I guess me going in, and especially just the type of listener that I am when it comes to music, is I definitely have certain things that I will never get tired of. But I'm also always looking to hear somebody pull off a riff that I'm like damn. Like I get it. Like there's only so much you can do with six strings and 24 frets and all that, but still I get surprised every day hearing music and hearing certain people pull things off that I'm like, how the hell did they do that? And it makes me want to learn how to pull off crazier stuff and stuff like that. But definitely if this was somebody's first introduction in the Love Bites, you're gonna get you're gonna see what the ladies fucking shine at 100%. Like every one of them is on point for this track, and it's pretty murdering. Like if I had never heard Midori Miyako do a guitar solo before, I think this whole solo section would have impressed me so much more. But the fact is, I've seen what they've done already, and so I'm kind of like I'm waiting to hear that solo that I think they take it up a couple more notches compared to what they've already done. But it's still badass. The whole fucking song so far is still really cool. I think all the whammy dive bombs is what's sticking out to me the most in this track, and like I've already said about 5 times how dark the riffs are in this. Yeah. That's a riff and a half. Hell yeah. That was cool. I love the dive bombs. That shit is so fucking cool. I don't know if I'd ever buy a guitar with a Floyd Rose just because I don't ever want to have to deal with the hassle of setting one up and doing all that kind of shit. But I definitely wouldn't mind sitting down with one time with a badass amp and just trying to do those just to see how it is and stuff. Because they're just so cool. Like I can't even imitate it, but damn good opening track for the album. I will say that. Because now that I've heard the opening track of this album and the final track of this album, I mean, it's not a crazy amount of progression. But there and again, Love Bites, Love Bites really is like a they're speed demons to me. Period. Like I know some people leave comments and they're like, well, they could do this, that. I granted, I get that. Like I don't think there's anything musically that the ladies, if they set their heart to do, they couldn't do. But I do think they favor speed stuff. And I'm trying to think now which track is faster, this one or the final track. I'll have to listen to them both off camera just to even see. But that's the thing is I'm just sitting here going, yeah, it's speed. It's let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Definitely say I was actually needing to like strictly focus on my speed, learning a few Love Bites tracks would be some of the best practice you could fucking get. Because I don't know, man. I know there's all the classic metal bands that can really play this fast too, but I'm just trying to think of what other modern metal bands have I heard in a while that. I mean, there's Archspire, which is one of my favorites, and them dudes are so fucking fast. There's another group, Surreption. They do some fast ass shit too. Definitely though, Love Bites and what I've heard from my musical experience, they definitely are in the top 10 like fastest bands I've heard. Just off the top of my head. But that was cool. I liked all the darker riffs. I don't know what Asami was saying, but I love her melody lines. Like she fits perfect within all the music. The verse riffs are my favorite. And once again, Midori Miyako just fucking shred down on a solo. Uh, but yeah, the Floyd Rose dive bombs and stuff. If that's what they're using to do that, like I do know I've seen video clips of like a digital whammy that you can add to hardtail guitars now. That you can do some crazy shit like that too. So, but I think I've seen the ladies with plenty of nice, really, really, really nice guitars and nice whammies, whammy bars. So I know they're not. I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't think they'd use a digital whammy unless they just wanted to test one out and see how it works. But yeah, that was cool. I definitely give this track 8 horns. I still think Judgment Day sticks out to me the most because maybe it's like wishful thinking on my end, but where they got the new bass player Fami, I really wasn't hoping to hear a lot more new music that like allows her to shine a bit more. But there and again, I mean, they're all shining in this, so nobody's taking the spotlight from one another or anything because they're all just fucking super talented. Once again, like it's kind of like Lovebites is one of those bands that falls under the actual title of my review reaction stuff, Metalhead Envies. It's because I hear this and I'm like, oh man, like it just makes me want to practice my craft so much more and become so much better at playing. It's like my band and me, we just went to the studio this past weekend and it's one of the faster songs we've wrote. It's not the fastest song that we have on the writing block at the moment, but it's one of the faster ones. And especially, we go in, we record the drums, and when we come back to the studio to do guitars and bass and stuff, the drums have actually been, I call it snapping it to the grid. Like our engineer went through and actually made a click track to have all the drums. I don't even know how to explain it better. They're snapped to a grid that way we can actually like know for sure what beats per minute, what tempo it is, and all this stuff is. And it was crazy because like I did not realize how fast this song was until actually hearing the click. And it's like, I mean, it's I don't know how many beats per minute it was. I need to ask my engineer next time I see him. Be like, yo man, what ended up being the beats per minute on that track? But either way, Lovebites is badass, and I'm excited to hear some more from this record. So I've already done Judgment Day and The Spirit Lives On. The next one I'll check out will be Wicked Witch. And I'm pretty sure somebody left me a comment saying that was one of their favorites. Let me look that up real quick. Wicked Witch. Yeah. Oh Bud. Next Love Bite song, Wicked Witch. So, oh Bud, I will be doing Wicked Witch uh, here in a bit. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to work my way down this album. Uh, and I really do appreciate all the Love Bite, all the Wolfpack fans that are really cool and actually reach out to me and leave me some comments on some like trivia, constructive criticism, and cool stuff like that. We've had a few that are just dickheads, and it is what it is. It's the internet. People, I'm putting myself out here, so I should expect like there's going to be pros and cons. There's going to be positive people and there's going to be negative people. But if this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I am always trying to get better at doing YouTube and stuff, and these are just my opinions when I hear this music and from my own personal music experience and how I write and do all my stuff. So Nothing I say is the fact or the law or whatever you want to call it. But either way, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.